Today, 40 million Americans don't have access to money for food. And that's because President Donald Trump is refusing to issue appropriated funds from Congress to fund the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. It's really unfortunate that Donald Trump is choosing to do this. I know that there are a bunch of creators who have gotten together to try to fund the gap themselves. I know one of the ones whose video I saw was Proletariat Repair, and I'm very grateful that he's doing something like that, because I know in red states, there are a lot of people on government assistance, and he says he lives in Alabama, and in red states, people on government assistance often don't know they're on government assistance because it's deliberately hidden from them. So, where I am up in New York, you know you're on government assistance. You know you're on Medicaid if you're on Medicaid because it says it's Medicaid on your insurance card. You know you're on SNAP, which is food stamps, because it says it right there. But in other states, it's not called SNAP or Medicaid or food stamps. It's called Medi-Cal or something else. Most states don't call it Medicaid. And that's deliberate, so people don't know that they're on government assistance, so they fight against their own best interest. Remember, you are not immune to propaganda. I am not immune to propaganda. No one is immune to propaganda. And no, this is not a moral failing of the people who don't know and want to support people. This is a failing of our government. In addition to this, something I've noticed is that there are a large amount of layoffs and unemployment happening. I've also seen some creators who do gig economy stuff like DoorDash, like Uber Eats, especially Instacart, say that they've noticed that there's been some effects on their earnings already. Over the last week, people were doing less shop and deliver, less Instacart. And from my understanding, you can use Snap on Instacart. You can use it on Uber Eats or DoorDash for their shop and deliver stuff. And ultimately, I think that's a good thing, as long as the company pays a fair wage to the person driving it and subsidizes the delivery fee. So the person should only be charged for the food and should not be expected to tip because they're on government assistance. The company should be paying a fair wage. And unfortunately, they don't. So a lot of times, the people on SNAP benefits, food stamps, don't get their food for a while because what Instacart will do is it'll batch it with a larger, higher tipping order, which makes the rich people upset because, well, why is my food taking so long? And it makes the people who do Instacart upset because, why aren't these people tipping? Blah, 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 blah. When really they should be mad at the corporations and everything. Now, the thing that I think should happen here is that appropriated funds should be released because Congress has the power of the purse, but also because it's the right thing to do. But another thing I've noticed here is that there are a lot of companies that right now are making no money, only enough money to cover their debt and operational expenses. And we are in for a crisis not seen since the 1920s. And unfortunately, we're already in what happens after that because of the pandemic happening. Unfortunately, this frequently happens. A pandemic hits, then the economy goes bad, then,